Kalonzo Musyoka has just escaped a political trap set to him by Raila Amolo Odinga in the name of an invitation to the ODM's 20th anniversary that is supposed to be happening on 10th of October. You know, as I do say, in politics, it's a game of chess. Every move is a calculated one, and this one was a checkmate placed by Raila Amolo Odinga. Here are factors that I would wish us to consider. Number one, remember Kalonzo Musyoka has always been termed as a chameleon, a watermelon, therefore referring to him as a traitor and a betrayer. I'll take the clock back to 2007. Now, in 2007, after the post-election violence, where Odinga's supporters believed that he won the elections, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who was the active member of ODM, jumped ship and joined Mwai Kibaki as his vice president. Later on, through the negotiations that was mediated through by Kofi Annan, Raila Odinga later joined government as the prime minister under the Grand Coalition government, what we used to call Serikali ya Nusu Mkate. Now, Kalonzo was not only seen as a betrayer, but also as a traitor. It is since then that he has been trying to clear his image politically, to be in politically correct books, while supporting Raila Amolo Odinga all this while. Again, Raila Amolo Odinga has come and betrayed him again. You know? Anyway, let us listen to Kalonzo Musyoka saying that he's actually spent most of years supporting Raila Amolo Odinga.
I respect my friend Raila Odinga. I spent a sizable chunk of my own life supporting him and standing with him. I repeat, I've spent a sizable chunk of my own life on earth supporting Raila Odinga. So, maybe I don't want to say anything more than that. We have nothing on the table. Sawa, kuna mwingine?
As I always say, in politics, nothing happens by default. Everything is by design. Think of a scenario that it will have painted for Kalonzo Musyoka if he joined ODM's anniversary, putting in mind the current political oozing around the nation. Kalonzo Musyoka has an ambition to be the president, and he is actually vying for presidency in 2027. He is one of the principals in the United Opposition Front. President William Samoei Ruto himself has sent lots of emissaries to try to speak to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to come and work with government so that in 2032 he will have a chance to be supported and elected as the president. Of course, that is a political gambling, because we all know there is nothing coming from Ruto's mouth that can be trusted, you know. Now, Ruto, by joining ODM's anniversary, would lose both politically and morally. Bearing in mind, it is also a principle in the opposition united fronts, you know. How would he lose politically? He will be seen as the norm chameleon and watermelon, somebody who doesn't have a stand. He only goes where his interest is represented and not his people's interest. It is an image that he's been able to try and clear over time. Now, morally, how will he lose this? After listening to Rigathi Gachagua's escapades, after listening to Dorcas Gachagua's escapades, the way they supported William Samoei Ruto while he was kneeling down in church, shedding tears in front of them, and they believing him, you know, and even him, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, asking his senators in the YPI Democratic, party, YPI party, and also his MPs not to support the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua because he saw no moral grounds of that happening other than witch hunt. Then right now going to attend an event that most of its proprietors did make sure Rigathi Gachagua was ousted from deputy president's seat.
I can tell you what I've seen on the table. Ni kwamba Raila Odinga ameniandikia barua, a very nice letter. My dear brother, as a founder member of ODM, all right, ninakualika kwa shughuli. There will even be a dinner event on the 10th. And unfortunately, I'm going to reply nimwambie on the 10th, we will have the National Delegates Congress of Wiper Patriotic Front. Kwa hivyo mimi sitafika huko. I wish them well. I wish them well. I gather William Ruto will also be invited as a founder member, but I will not be there. I hope I've answered.
So it will not only injure Kalonzo Musyoka politically, but also morally. Because remember, there's a time I told you that you can be politically correct and morally wrong. Which better be politically correct? You know, but if you also lose politically, you are wrong, and morally you are wrong, then your terrain of politics will be so porous and slippery, and you'll not manage it. Now, Kalonzo Musyoka has been wise, and he says he'll respond to Raila Amolo Odinga that on 10th of October, that you wish to have your anniversary, I will be hosting Wiper Patriotic Front National Delegates Conference. That's a smart tackle. No hard feelings, just an official communication, and you know, that will happen. So in this, for me, is a plus for Gachagua, and at least up to date, there is still life for DCP, DAP Kenya, you know, Wiper, let me say the parties in the United Opposition Front. At least for now, I can see some unity. But still, let us not read much into it. Let's wait as the politics unfold, because we know so much dynamism is coming. What's your take on this? Give me your thought in the comment section below. If you're watching us from our YouTube channel and you love content of this nature, kindly subscribe and press the notification button so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the Unscripted Talks here in Dub Radio. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.